Let's imagine a scenario where you don't feel inspired. You're sitting in front of your screen, you have a completely empty Ableton Live session, and you have absolutely no idea where to start. You have purchased maybe thousands of plugins, thousands of sample packs, and you don't know how to really utilize them. You end up with that same old workflow: kick, hi-hat, clap, percussion, pads. It's just boring at some point. So I'm going to show you how to use a very neat feature in Ableton Live called follow actions to come up with phrases that you otherwise wouldn't have expected. Here in this session, I just have a 4x4 kick groove. This is how it sounds like. 122 BPM. Perfect. What you can do is chuck in multiple loops at once, and it doesn't matter what you use. I'm going to use percussion loops from a pack that I've recently created called Roya. Random stuff like this. I'll just take a random amount of samples, let's say 10, and I'll put them into my session. Now you can see I have all those samples in one track, and by clicking play, it triggers one of these clips. But I don't want it to trigger one, I want it to trigger all of them in different order. So in order to do that, you click one, shift, click the upper one, so you highlight all. You then click shift and tab to enter this panel over here. This basically switches between the two. And once you're here, you enable follow action. And if you don't see it, then just click this icon over here, like this play knob with a few dashes. You already see that the clips change in the sense that they have a different little play icon. You see? That means follow actions are enabled. This arrow here determines the chance of what type of follow action is triggered. So you either get next, which plays the next clip, so it'll just run down from top to bottom, or you could select play again, so it will repeat the clip. And if you set this slider to the middle, it'll have, for example, in this case, a 56% chance of going to the next clip and a 44% chance to play the same clip again. But for the sake of simplicity, we're going to leave it on the left here, so it just triggers the next clip. Right now, if I hit play, it's going to play the clip to the very end, and after it's finished, it'll play the next clip. See, it just plays until the end, and then it'll go to the next clip. That's a follow action. But what if I want to trigger them differently? What if I don't want the sample to play to the very end? What if I just want to trigger it at some point within the sound? Therefore, you turn off linked, so it goes into unlinked. Now you can see, right, this value is the bar, so it'll play one bar. And after it plays one bar, which is 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, it will then jump onto the next clip. But you got to make sure that you, again, highlight all of your clips and apply the changes to all clips, so you don't just do it on one. So let's hit play. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can also see that by this indicator, that's where it will jump to the next clip. You see? So after 4 beats, aka 1 bar, it'll jump to the next clip. And you can take it up a step from this. So you can highlight all of your clips. And what I like doing is changing this value over here to 1. So you see how it jumps? But right now, the pattern sounds very much the same. It's like, like it's very repetitive. And if you enable legato, that means it won't play the sample from the very beginning. It will continue playing from where it last left off. Notice how it sounds different now? It's not repeating anymore. See how it's continuing the playhead? So you have to imagine, once this clip is triggered, the playhead keeps moving. But in the meantime, it jumps to different clips. And whenever this clip is triggered again, it won't be played from the beginning. Since we've set it to legato, it will play from where it would have started if it were to continue to run through. And this gives you a lot more variety in the sound, which I love. And now what you can do is create a new audio track. And in the input section, you can select track 2. That's where the clips are. Record arm the track, and then just hit record. You're getting unique loops here. And if you feel like it, you could then apply some weird plugin. It was recently Black Friday, so I assume you might have at least one weird plugin in your library that you can use for these sound design purposes. I like using Shaperbox. I scroll through the presets. Bubble Adder is a really nice one. And then I hit record in the second lane over here. Just click this little circular record button. And then you can just tweak your settings here. This sound design. You never know what you're gonna get. And you don't need Shaperbox. You could also use something like auto filter. So go auto filter, put it on bandpass, and just manually automate this guy here. Just have fun. Just have fun. You never know what you're gonna get, son. So now we have two different clips that we've generated. I'll just delete this track so it doesn't confuse you visually. We'll call this sound designed. And now we can just select the clips that we're working with and see if we can find anything that sounds nice to our ear. And if you want, you could highlight a specific section that you like this one, and hit Command L to loop it. We could continue changing the loop position. And you can also hit Command A to select the entire clip and Command U to quantize it, meaning that the slices will be put to the grid. Beats, change the warp mode, maybe change the pitch. And if you want, then you can take the second clip that you've recorded, put it onto another track here. Then you can mess with this, hit play. Kind of mix them in together. Just keep on listening for something that sounds nice. I think somewhere back here we got some nice results, so let's play it from here. I like this section here, so I'll just take it and hit Command L. Okay, now let's change this one up a bit. Okay. And we can continue this process as many times as we'd like. So we just hit Option, drag the clip over, hit play. There we go. It's sounding a bit techno, but why not? You go to maybe shaker, just chucking a shaker on top of this whole thing. Like this maybe? Let's see. You got yourself an idea for a track. And at this point, it just starts to naturally flow. Things just set themselves into place as of now. You can take maybe a pad, an ambient pad. I have a ton of those in the Roya. Usually all my packs have some kind of a pad. Just hit play. And even for this, since it's audio, you can just freely change the pitch. Maybe also loop a section. And from there, it's just about trusting yourself, trusting the flow. I usually have a lot of fun with samples. So what I just showed you is with the drums, but you can also do the same for melodies, subgrooves, as long as you're working with clips or loops. Take this and hit play. And on my main channel, I have this Highpass filter, which I use for performance to take away the bass, to create tension. Now you could maybe add some kind of a melody. Dum, dum, dum. Dum. Yeah, that's it. That's it, my friend. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. You can grab this specific project file on my Patreon page. All other sounds you can grab on LotusTunes.com. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.